99% of the time, the insurance claim in a motor will come only when we have met with an accident, as in how we can go forward and protect ourselves. So immediately file a police complaint. That will be the first thing. Let's not try to move the vehicle away from the spot. That is not required at all. Why? If a person has made the claim, he must ensure that he collects all the documents, submit along the required form to the departments. Good morning and welcome to the third session in Unit 5, Principles and Practice of General Insurance, where we are going to talk about the settlements of claim, the claim procedure part 3, which is very, very important for us. Now, how to make a claim under a motor insurance. Now, a claim is very, very important. Why? Because be it a motor insurance or a health insurance, at the end of the day, if you are not able to get the money that you want during the time of emergency, then there's no point in taking an insurance. So for all of us, claiming the insurance money becomes very, very important. Why? Because we need to understand the nuances, the important points in claiming an insurance at any given circumstance. So let's have a look into it. The claim under a motor insurance policy could be for a personal injury, property damage related to someone else, or it might be in a context of the third party that we are trying to look into. For a damage to the insured own vehicle, this is also called as an own damage claim, and insurance is eligible if he is holding what is called as a package or a comprehensive policy. 99% of the time, the insurance claim in a motor will come only when we have met with an accident or a third party claim altogether. It's quite evident that we don't normally go and create an accident for our own vehicle. Well, probably if you are doing it, then you need to have a very, very comprehensive package which claims the self-damage also. But then let's first try to understand the first scenario here, where we are talking about a personal injury or a property damage that has been caused. Now, normally in an insurance situation, suppose you have met with an accident and that has led to an injury, that has led to the damage of the vehicle, you need to first raise the appropriate insurance company stating about the situation and start raising the claim in the following way. Now, in a third party claim, what we are typically trying to do here is that where the insured vehicle is involved, which means the vehicle is also part of it, it is important to ensure that the accident is reported immediately to the police as well as to the insurance company. So very much it is important for us to understand this factor. Moment an accident is happening, it is not something to be covered, it is not something to be hidden from the files of the police. What is very important for us is that please understand that situation, as in how we can go forward and protect ourselves. So immediately file a police complaint. That will be the first thing. Why? Because in India, what we try to do here is that moment an accident happens, we try to ignore that situation. We try to go in for a compromise where we just go to that party, create a tension, and we say that you just give me money, we can settle the issue as far as possible. That is not a recommended view altogether. What is important? What is very, very recommended here is that create and police case immediately, report it to the insurance company, say that this is what has happened to us. So that is where this becomes very, very important for all of us. On the other hand, the insured is a victim, then if somebody else's vehicle was involved, he must obtain the insurance details of the vehicle and make an intimation to the insurer of that vehicle. So suppose it's the other person, so immediately fall back, know the details and start claiming it all together. Now what he will do is that he will obtain the details of the insurance from that company, put it across saying that this is what has happened, so I'm going to claim a third-party insurance altogether. But all the important factor here is that in any point of time, whenever an insurance claim has to be done, you have to follow the rules appropriately. Collect the details, immediately notify your insurance company, start understanding the procedures earlier itself so that you will come to know what are the challenges that we have faced on the regular basis. So this is very, very important for all of us to understand and take it forward. Now, the next thing is that own damage claim. In the event of an own damage claim, that is when an insured vehicle is damaged due to an accident, insured vehicle the person must inform the company first itself clearly and the police, where it is required to enable them to depute a surveyor to assess the situation or the vehicle. Now, if I have created a damage to my own vehicle, by whatever reason, let's say that I've gone and hit a tree or a bumper, whatever has happened altogether, the first thing for me is to inform the police and the insurance company, create the insurance claim form immediately stating that this is the situation. So they will send in a surveyor, they will look into the situation, they will assess the loss. Based on the loss and the condition, insurance claim will be raised, and based on that, they will be able to process the claim altogether. Now, the most important thing here is that insurer must not attempt to move the vehicle from the accident spot without the permission of the police and the insurer. So, moment you see that scenario that there is an accident that has happened, let's not try to move the vehicle away from the spot. That is not required at all. Why? Because if you try to do some sort of manipulation, if you try to do some sort of change factors there, then automatically that can lead to a situation that can lead to a problem altogether. So it is always advisable that you don't move the vehicle without the permission of the police and the insurer. So let's keep that in mind and then take it forward. So any changes, any kind of factors that you have to make in, ensure the police and the company before you start doing something. Now, the next thing is that in the event of the own damage claim where the insured vehicle is damaged due to an accident, now the insured must immediately inform, and wherever it is required, enable them to bring in a surveyor. This is very, very important. Do not try to change the police. Do not try to change the vehicle, and do not try to do any kind of manipulation. Now, the next thing is the theft claim, which is very, very important. Now, what happens is that, as you see in the image, it's quite common that in India that almost 10 to 15% of the cases that are reported to an insurance company come under this particular factor called as theft claim, or the carjacking, what we call it altogether. If person own vehicle is stolen, he must inform the police and the insurance company immediately. So suppose my vehicle is stolen, the first thing that I need to do here is that I need to inform the insurance company with the police report saying that my vehicle has been stolen and this is the condition under which it has happened. In addition, you must keep the transport department also informed. This is also very, very important, because at any given situation or scenario, you cannot avoid the RTO department. You have to tell them that my vehicle has been stolen from this particular location at this particular juncture. So please look into it. So you keep the concerned authorities under a very clear-cut information saying that this is what has happened. So this is very, very important for all of us to know that. Followed by, as soon as the PH department receives the policy document, that's the factor, he must read about the procedures and documentation that is given. So moment they start receiving the factors, the document stating that your claim has been raised and these are the factors under which the claim has been done, let's read the document very, very clearly. Let's first try to understand what has been told under that situation, what is going to be claimed under that particular situation. It is not that the document is there, the claim is raised, we are going to get the money immediately. You have to go through the terms and conditions. You have to tell them what factors under which this documentation can be going forward, whatever the accident situations are there. Read it about it, and then you will be able to process your claim. claim. Now, the next thing is that if a person has made the claim, he must ensure that he collects all the documents, submit along the required form to the department so that the processing becomes easier and earlier. That's very, very important. You cannot just take things for an advantage or a right, saying that it will happen automatically, my claims would be taken apart. No, that is not going to be accepted at any point of time. So what we are expecting you to do here is that whenever you are getting that form, whenever you are getting the things to be done as per the insurance company's requirement, fill up the form and immediately raise it to the insurance company. There might be certain specific document requirement or any types of specific claims which have been told by the company. Please follow those rules and regulations. For instance, in respect to a theft claim, there should be a special requirement of the PH, that is the person who's doing the underwriting, surrender the vehicle keys to the insurance company. That's very, very important. You might be holding the keys of that particular vehicle, so immediately surrender the keys of that vehicle. Ensure the company that this is how it has been stolen, so I need to claim an insurance for it. So that's how it becomes very, very important for us in terms of the theft claim. Followed by the property insurance claim, which is very important. You can see that because of any of the damages or any other factors by which your home could be destroyed or your home could be completely moved away in terms of any of the calamities, you can again claim a property insurance. For that, what we try to do is that we have a property which is stationary in nature, like a building, or which is moving around like your household goods. So two types of property claims that can be factorized here. One is your house, building, land, plant, machinery, which are immovable in nature. The other one, which are goods that are being transported. Now, travel insurance claim, this is also a very interesting factor. So whenever you are traveling, you need to cover yourself with the insurance factors. So normally when you're talking about a travel insurance policy, this includes covers like hospitalization, personal accident, or any kind of loss of damage, loss of the passport, and all those factors. The procedures and documents required for this claim would vary from cover to cover. So very important for all of us. Please understand, at any given point of time, we are not going to take it. We are going to, cover up the entire factors. We are going to see whatever loss, whatever damages that has happened. Let's take it forward. Let's try to understand it and let's try to cover it at any given point of time. So what we are typically trying to say is that you need to understand the factors of damage, understand the the nuances of travel. If you're losing out on damage in terms of your baggage factors, you're losing it out in terms of your passport, you're losing it out in terms of any other valuable materials, that can be very much covered under the insurance, the travel insurance claim. Now, the travel insurance claim is quite easy in terms of procedure and convenience. Normally, what we do is that we attach the claim form with the policy document. This will contain a list of documents required in case of a claim, also with the contact details, including the phone numbers of the claims administrator, either in destination country to which you are traveling or in any other country that is designated to receive and take the claim intimation. So in case if you are traveling abroad, whatever procedures that you need in terms of understanding it and whatever claim procedures that you have to carry on with, that will be given to you with the form itself. So you can just go ahead, claim that particular factor. You can claim it across, saying that these are the challenges, these are all the factors under which I am been taking up the insurance. And it is always possible for you to follow the rules and regulations. There would be a local help desk that would be provided where you can take it forward and you can claim the insurance as per the norms altogether. With this, I come to the end of this particular session. I hope and believe that all the information shared through this particular session would be of a great help and resource to you. In the upcoming session, we shall learn more about the settlements of claims and procedures. But until then, stay tuned, stay blessed, and stay enlightened forever. Thank you once again for joining me today on this wonderful session.